Hello dear students, welcome back. As you know, all in our previous class we have started the third life process, that is the transportation. Even we have completed the transportation in human being. Is it? In today's class let us start the transportation in the plants. So dear students, you know that what is the transportation? Transportation is process in which what happens, the substances or the things moves from one place to another place. In human respiratory system, we have observed that carbon dioxide, oxygen, food material will transfer from one part of the body to the another part of the body. In plants also what happens, the various things will move from one place to another place. It is called as the transportation. Transport means what? It is the transport is a process in which what happens, so in which they carries things from one place to another place. So the transportation is a process in which what happens, substances will move from one part to the another part. Is it right? And then what all the things will transport in the plants? So you know that the plants need the water, even they need the air. In their carbon dioxide they need, for the respiration process they need the oxygen. Is it right? And they need the food materials and the minerals. Even the hormones should be transported from one place to another place. So these all should transport from one place to another place. So these will be done by the transportation process. So how they will be transported? So in the plants we can observe there is a vascular bundle. That vascular bundle will be containing two vessels, xylem and the phloem. They are containing these two vessels are bundled in the bundle, and it is called as the vascular bundle. Is it right? So the xylem and phloem will be there. So we can observe two transportation systems in the plant. So those are what? Xylem transportation and the phloem transportation. In the xylem transportation, what all the things will transport? So I have written on the board here, water and minerals will transport in the xylem transportation. So next, in the phloem, what happens? Which carries the food materials. Understanding? So in the xylem, what they does? Which carries the water and the mineral. And phloem, what they carries? Food material it carries. So there are the two transport systems in the plant. So one will carries the water and minerals from one part to the another part, and next is the phloem, so which carries the food from one part to the another part. In today's class let us study in detail about the xylem. Is it right? So xylem is one of the tissue. It is, I have said it is a tube-like structure. So if you observe the xylem under the microscope, we can observe the two components in the xylem tissue. So which are those? So those are the xylem vessel and the tracheids. What are those? Xylem vessels and the tracheids. So let's see at first about the xylem vessel. So xylem vessels, how they are? They are the pipe-like structure. They are tube-like structure. So already have seen the drainage pipes. So they are like a drain pipe, we can say. So they are they are present from the root to the till the leaves. So each and every part of the plant we can observe the xylem tubes. They are a tube-like structure I have said you. So how they are in the nature, what these xylem vessel performs, let us see in detail. So they are xylem vessels are the non-living long tube which runs like a drain pipe through the plant. So what they does? So they run, otherwise they transports the water. So they acts like a drain pipe. How they are? They are the non-living and they are the long tube-like structure. They are not having in between any they are not having any ends here. So continuous tubes they are. They are pipe-like structures. They are non-living part we can say. And how they are there? They are like a drain pipe. They are occurring in whole plant we can see. Understanding? So what they transport? Water and minerals. So next point I have written here, made up of many hollow and dead cells joined end to end. So they are made up of what? Hollow. Hollow means middle hole will be there. Is it right? So there will be hollow and dead cells. They are joined end to end. So if you observe the xylem under the microscope, so what will happen here? So what we can observe here, they are having the many hollow dead cells joined end to end. Understanding? So next we'll go to the the end walls are broken down, so long tubes are formed. So what I have said you, they are not containing here any ends. So it cells what they are having, that the ends will be open. So they are the broken. So what happened here? We cannot observe any ends. So it's a long tube-like structure. Understanding, the ends will be broken in the xylem vessel. So we can observe the long tube here. Understanding. So next is what? Xylem vessels run from the root of the plant right up through the stem and reaches the leaves. Already have said you just imagine the picture of the plant. So roots will be under the soil. Above you can observe the stem, and stem will be branched into the various shoots, and then through that leaves will be present. Is it right? So what happened? Roots. So roots, through the roots xylem is present. From the roots what happened? It will be reached to the stem. After from the stem to the what happened? It stem to the branch to the various shoots, and in the shoots there will be the leaves. So it reaches till the what leaves. From the roots it reaches to the stems. For the stems it is branched, and it branched into the, and it reaches to the till leaves. Is the structure of the xylem. I have said you xylem is present from the end of the root to the what till the end of the leaves. Understanding? So there is a xylem, is tube-like structure. It is a branch. Understanding? So next is about they do not contain a cytoplasm and the nuclei. So they are not containing the cytoplasm and the nuclei. Who are? So xylem vessels are not containing any cytoplasm and the nuclei. Then how they are made up? Their cell wall is made up of cellulose and the lignin. What is cellulose? In previous class I have said you. Cellulose is what? It is the toughest carbohydrate, we can say. So that carbohydrate, and it is made up of the cellulose is made up of the carbohydrates and the lignin. Lignin is a material, it is a very hardest material, we can say. So you have seen the wood will be very hard. It is because of the lignin. So lignified, so walls we can say that lignified means very strong walls. So lignin is a very strong material, is present around this xylem vessel. So because of that, so these xylem vessels will be hard, and they give the strength to the plant. So they give the strength to the plant, we can say. Understanding? It is about what? A xylem vessel. Next, what I have said about the tracheates. Next component of the xylem tissue is what? Tracheates. In the xylem tissue, there are again I have said xylem vessel and the tracheates. Then how tracheates are there? Tracheates are not a long tube-like structure. So they are a spindle-like structure. They are spindle-like structure. So I have drawn here they are the spindle-like structure, and they are connected end to end. They are containing the, each tracheate is containing the open end, and that end will be connected to the another end of the another tracheate. So like this what happened, we can observe the tracheates arrangement in the xylem tissue. And this will also transport the water. Understanding? This will also transport the water. And how it will transport the water? I have said you, this tracheates having the open ends. So that water will transfer from one tracheate to the another tracheate. So that what will happen? Water transportation will be taken place by the what? Tracheates. Okay. So I have written on the boards here is a long, thin, spindle-shaped cell with a pits in their thick cell wall. That pits are the discs, we can say. So the discs helps to transfer the water. Understanding? So where they are present? On the cell wall. Understanding? So water flows from one tracheate to another tracheate through the pits, I have said. Already I have said you. So through these pits, what happened? Water will transfer from one tracheate to the another tracheate. So next, what? Tracheates are the dead cells with the lignified walls, but they do not have open ends, so they do not form vessels. Understanding? So what I have said you? So here ends are not closer. They are not joined. They are having the here gaps between the tracheates. Because of that, they have not formed a tube-like structure. So they are small tracheates we can observe. They are not opened. So because of that, they have not joined each other. Understanding? So because of that, they have not formed the vessel. So they are named as a tracheates. So next is about ends are not completely open. So tracheates have a pits in their walls, so water can pass from one tracheate to another tracheate. Already I have said about this. So they are not having the open at the end. So they are they are on the cell, on the wall of that tracheate. There are only small pits. Through that pits, what happened? Water will be transported. From that, what will happen? Transportation of the water will be taken place. Understanding? So this transportation, through the tracheates, transportation we can observe in the non-flowering plants. So in the xylem vessels, in the flowering plants, what happen? So that water will be transported by the both. So it may be by the xylem vessel, otherwise it may be by the both, like xylem vessel and the tracheates. And in the tracheates, the transportation will take place in the non-flowering plants. We can give you example here. Understood? So before going to the mechanism, let us study in detail about the each parts of the water root. So if you are studying the mechanism, means first we should study about the water their parts. If you observe the one thin slice of the root under the microscope, we can get the various layers there. Understanding? So first one will be the epidermis. So next will be the what endodermis, and in between those two there will be the root cortex. So first is what epidermis will be there. What is the epidermis? It is the outer layer of the cell in the root, we can say. So it will be present at outermost part. So that is called as what epidermis. So next is what endodermis. This endodermis is the layer of the cells around the vascular tissue. So that vascular tissue I already have said you, xylem and phloem will be present in that. Is it right? So around that what will be present? Endodermis will be there. And after that, in between this epidermis and the endodermis, there will be the one part. That part will be called as the root cortex. That part will be called as the root cortex. I hope you all understood about that. Various layers of the roots. Is it? Okay, dear students, I hope you all understood the today's topic. That was what transportation in the plants. So what we have studied about the transportation, we have studied at first. Next, two transport system of the plants we studied. Those are the xylem transportation and the phloem transportation. So next, we have studied in detail about the xylem transportation. Understanding? So in that what we studied, first we have seen about the xylem tissue. It will be containing the two components. Those are what? Xylem vessel and the tracheates. So we see in the function of the xylem vessel, and also we have seen the tracheates. And little we have studied about the structure of the root. So in next class we will study the detail about the mechanism of the xylem system. Understanding? Dear students, already have observed that in each my classes I am writing something on the board. So it will be very helpful to you to understand the topics clearly. So go on writing that notes in your notebooks. So notebooks means what? So one book you have made to write the notes on the topics. Is it right? So go on writing the notes on that topic. So it will be helpful to read the topics. Understanding? So you have any difficulty regarding the today's topic, you ask me. Thank you.